Good evening, teacher and classmates. Today we're going to talk about things that a biochemistry laboratory assistant should know. For the first topic, we have biosafety and biosecurity. Both of them define the laboratory operating environment. So we have general rules or recommendations for the correct use of the lab. Clean the workspace before and after use. Keep common spaces free, and it's not allowed to eat, drink or smoke inside the lab, for obvious reasons. Also, we have to keep the order in the lab, don't run, push or do non-work activities. The laboratory is a workplace. Use the biosecurity equipment necessary for activities. If you're gonna work with a pathogen, you wanna use the biosecurity equipment. Know the properties, handling and storage of the substances that are going to be used for a protocol before starting it. It's very important to know how to use and not use the substances that we're going to work with. Never pipette by mouth. This is a very common mistake generally made by students. We have to use the pipettes. All substances used as well as those prepared must be perfectly tagged. Dispose substances or use equipment in their respective container. There are red, yellow and black containers. The red one contains biocontaminated and sharp material, and the yellow one contains chemical, and the black one contains paper, plastics and all this stuff. And for the last one, we have to take precautions when handling machines to avoid damage to this or to the person who uses it. We don't want to spoil a machine or indirectly damage a person who is gonna use this machine. And well, that's it. Thank you.
Hi teacher and classmate. Now I'm gonna talk about equipment in the biochemistry laboratory. So first we have a low pressure chromatograph. It is used to separation, purification and detection of biomolecules like proteins, polypeptides and polynucleotides through a liquid chromatography in which the speed of solvent is controlled through a continuous flow, pumps and chromatographic columns. Second, we have microcentrifuges. It is a machine of use frequently to separate a substance of different density or the particle size. 3. We have UV-Vis spectrophotometers. It's a made of light source, a wavelength selector, and it is called monochromator, a cell and a detector. And the part of monochromator allows to separate and direct a narrow interval of wavelength on the sample. 4. Here we have vertical chambers for electrophoresis. It is used in the method for electrophoresis, which consists to analyze the nucleic acids and proteins. 5. We have power sources. It's a machine to provide electrical energy to the electrophoresis chamber. And finally, we have micropipettes. They are in the instruments that allow us to measure small volumes of liquid. And that's all.
Well, I'm going to explain about some dangerous substances or reagents that a laboratory worker uses. This is a list of 18 substances that could be dangerous for those who don't know how to use them correctly. So, in this table, on the left side, you can see the name of the substances, and in the right, the ways in which it would be dangerous. I mean, if you eat, if you drink, or if you touch it directly. So, let's start. Boric acid may be dangerous by inhalation, ingestion, or skin absorption. Acetic acid may be harmful if inhaled or swallowed. Hydrochloric acid, toxic by inhalation, harmful if swallowed and corrosive. Acrylamide, powerful neurotoxic that is absorbed through the skin. Bromophenol blue, it can be dangerous by inhalation, ingestion, or absorption through the skin. Kumasi blue, it can be dangerous by inhalation, ingestion, or absorption through the skin. Dithiothrietol, it can be harmful if inhaled or absorbed through the skin. Sodium dolacil sulfate, flammable solid, It is harmful if swallowed, toxic by skin absorption, and it's irritating. Ethanol may be dangerous by inhalation, ingestion, or skin absorption. Continuing with the list, we have phenylmethylsulfonyl or PMSF. This may be harmful if inhaled. Sodium phosphate. It can produce skin irritation as well as serious eye damage. Its ingestion is toxic in certain organs. B-mercaptoethanol. Combustible liquid, toxic if inhaled, extremely destructive to the tissues of the mucous membranes and respiratory tract. Methanol. Flammable liquid, it's toxic by inhalation, ingestion, or skin absorption. It affects the eyes, kidney, liver, heart, central nervous system. NAD. Its intake produces irritation in the liver and kidneys. Causes serious eye irritation. Ammonium sulfate. Its ingestion is toxic. Tetramethylethylamine. Extremely destructive to mucosa and respiratory tract, eyes, and skin. Its inhalation can be fatal. Ammonium persulfate. Extremely destructive to mucosa and respiratory tract, eyes, and skin. Your inhalation can be fatal. Bradford's reagent. Very toxic by inhalation, toxic by ingestion or skin absorption.
Hi teacher and classmates, now I will talk about laboratory tests. 1. LDH purification. 2. Liquefaction, separation by centrifugation. 3. Protein precipitation with sulfate ammonium. 4. Protein quantification. 5. Measurement of enzyme activity. 6. Electrophoresis in polyacrylamide gels. 7. Ion exchange chromatography. 8. Affinity chromatography. 9. Routine analysis, for example, cholesterol, glucose, hemoglobin, blood count, triglycerides, urea, creatinine, automated complete urine test, bioserological, lipid profile, female hormone, thyroid, and hepatic. Coronary risk, PS8 rule out prostate cancer. Tumor markers, rule out breast, lung, colon, ovarian, and stomach cancer.